Hello adventure riders from around the world. It is time to see is there any differences between KTM 790 Adventure R, the one I already tested, and KTM 790 Adventure S, this model. Stay with me. Welcome back. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pavlin and I'm a motorcycle traveler. Usually in my channel I upload videos for anything related to long motorcycle trips, but sometimes I also make a video reviews like this one. I'm gonna do it now, so probably this is a good reason to subscribe. Anyway, is there any differences between this one and the Adventure R? Alright, in common they look about the same, but they have some small differences. The first one is the seat. It has two level seats, one for the rider and one for the passenger. The rear luggage rack and the handles, everything looks exactly the same. The passenger pack, the rider packs exactly the same. The tank is the same, 20 liters with low center of mass here on the bottom, the new design. And yeah, that's it for the first look. Let's see how it suits me ergonomically. In fact, for someone with my size, it's okay, but you can see it. You can see it even now that it's a little bit lower. So if I sit on it like this, it's low. As you know already, I'm 185, a little above 6 feet. I have absolutely flat feet on the ground, as you can see, and I can have even maybe 5 centimeters on the top of the seat. So this bike will be perfectly okay for riders with a size even 175. I believe they will be able to have at least the tip is on the ground. Maybe they will have a flat feet, but 180, 178, 180 definitely they will have. Yeah, I'm sure about it. Riding position, I will say it's comfortable. My arms are lying on the handlebar nicely. Maybe a 2 centimeter bar risers will help, especially if I want to stand on the pegs, but for sitting position it's very good, very comfortable, and I believe this windscreen will work much better than the one on the R version. Also, you can see the angle of my leg, it's almost like a 90 degree, which will allow me to have a nice sitting riding position, and I believe that I'll be able to ride at least 2-3 hours before I need to change the position. Overall design very good, as we expect always from KTM. The colors are very well designed, all the plastics and angles matched perfectly. The seat is with very good material. You see the plastics, the bolts, everything is designed really well. I already discussed this petrol tank last time. I don't like the idea. I feel so fragile here, but it might work. It worked definitely for the center of gravity, but I don't know. The differences between this one and the R model is that this one has a low fender. I really want to test this on the highway, because the one here, first, is very ugly, I don't like it, and secondly, I do believe that it provides this wobbling on the highway. It has also, what is this, some kind of deflectors here, and yeah, it has the tall windscreen. See what it is, the same lights, we already discussed it. Very powerful brakes, the same 320 millimeters ABS traction control, 21-inch front wheel, which is great. It has also a stabilizer here, you can see where it's located, and 18-inch on the rear wheel. Again, traction control, ABS Akrapovic, it's optional. It's not a stock exhaust. The engine is the same, 799 cc, 95 horsepower, and powerful WP suspension. You can see it here. And unfortunately, this one, I don't think it's adjustable. Maybe not. Nothing on the back. Let's see. Maybe it has a preload. No, nothing. So this suspension is not adjustable. The same foot pegs, the same gear shift, everything is exactly the same. The tile looks the same. Yeah, let's go to the dashboard. The standard KTM things, nice handlebar, 28 millimeter, black color here, very simple tools, turn off and start button, and the controls of the LCD display. As I said last time, I'm not gonna waste your time with this. This is a button for heated grips. They're optional. I don't really like this button, but anyway, who am I to judge? Suspension travel, it's not much here. I'm gonna check with the specifications and we'll write it in the video down below. The standard brake pedal, yeah, interesting swing arm shape and size. Hand guards from plastic. If you plan some around the world trip, I will highly recommend to change it with something with a metal frame inside. All right, let's listen to the engine. I always think that this engine sounds terrible. I don't know why. For 2 cylinders should be more smooth, but anyway. All right, enough talks. And gloves and helmet on. Let's go to ride. The weather, it's not promising at all, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll have the chance to test the ABS and traction control. Let's do maneuvers first. I can make U-turn here on this very small street. Yeah, as I said last time, because of this low center of gravity, the petrol tank, it's very easy to U-turn and make maneuvers because you actually don't feel the weight. It is 210 kilograms for the Adventure R. I don't know how many exactly is this, but I guess the same or a little bit more because of the windscreen and few more things. Alright, let's go on the small street first and then we'll test the highway. A lot of power, a lot of power. Excellent brakes. With this set, it's not comfortable for standing position, but I already told you this is easy fixable with bar risers. Because of the straight position, visibility is very good. All right, visibility, maneuvers, excellent. Dashboard, visible. Surprisingly, on the few KTMs I tested before, I always got a problem to find the neutral. Not on this and on the Adventure R model. Maybe they fixed something with the gearbox, or maybe they changed the oil, I don't know. Excellent performance, excellent brakes. I think that this will be a very good option for commuters, people who travel between the towns, or travelers to have long adventure trip with this bike. Yeah, I'm sure it will be nice. Of course, the most important test for me now is the highway. I have to see how exactly it performs. compared to the Adventure R model, but for city riding and commuting, I would say excellent. It will be fine if you want to split the lanes or go between the cars in the car parking or something, because it is not that big and wide, as long as you don't have the hard panniers. The mirrors, now you can see the mirrors are not like the Adventure R. Adventure R got these round mirrors. These are more futuristic, but believe or not, I prefer the mirrors of the Adventure R because they provided better visibility. This one look good, but not exactly what I would like to have. Cut a lot of important details, so I prefer the round mirrors. This is not an off-road test. I just need to U-turn here because the street is fully blocked with cars and I don't want to waste your time. But yeah, I can confirm that the bike is good to do maneuvers, to be ridden on the gravel roads. I'm sure you can see a lot of video reviews. Actually, recently I watched the Bad Trucks review of the Adventure S, and he ride it off-road, and he said a lot of positive things about the model. As I said, guys, the riding position, it's very good, very comfortable. Let's see, can I go between the cars? Yeah, it is not wide, slim, and because you feel it light, maneuvers like this, which I never recommend, guys, are absolutely possible without any problem. More than enough power. Just to let you know something about the price, this model is 15,000 euro, 14,999. Exactly, this is the price, and this is more expensive than the R version, and this is without any adjustable suspension. The Akrapovic you can see at the moment is optional, and it costs around almost 800 euros. So to have this bike on the roads like this, let's say to travel with, perfect, because the power is more than enough. The position is comfortable, the tank is 20 liters. I don't know what is the petrol consumption, but I doubt that it will be more than 5, maybe 5.5 liters, maybe 6 liters if you twist really hard, but I doubt that it's going to be more than this. Alright, the moment of truth, let's go on the highway and test it and see the difference between this one and the R version. Oh, nice. I like the dark port. Always like. Here's a 12-volt plug socket here. Good to plug your GPS. Some people said that to adjust the windscreen you need to unscrew some bolts and then lift it, which is not very good, but it is what it is. I have to say, I have to confess that KTM are doing really good job with ergonomics. So from the moment you sit on the bike and you feel it like it's been your bike forever. Very easy to ride, very easy to ride, and to feel comfortable on it. So now I'm with 130. I've got 4,600 RPMs from 12 possible. Now I'm on 150 with 6,100 RPMs. The bike is stay like a glue, no problem whatsoever. 160. With almost 8,000 RPM. Alright, conclusion. This bike sit on the highway like a glue, no problem whatsoever. You can ride it up to 180, what I did exactly, and it sit and it did not move at all. So my opinion is that the problems I've got with the R model, it's mostly created from the high front fender and the lack of windscreen. By the way, this is not really good. It works much better than the one before. So my opinion is that was created mostly from the high fender. Could be the tires as well. Some people say that because the tires are this Metzeler Caro free, they are up to 160. Could be, but if this is the true, really sorry for KTM, but they shouldn't go and sell the bike as a stock with these tires because they are dangerous. And having this powerful motorcycle, everyone will twist the throttle, and this could lead some people to serious problems. Could be the suspension set, it is not set, the sack is not set properly. I don't know anything about it. I did not try to adjust anything. I just rode it the way it is, and I never tried to do this on any bike because my opinion is that, or my understanding is that when you go to test the bike, you take the bike and ride. Everybody can take the bike and ride, and if the adjustments are not right, it could be a potential danger for the person who trying to test the bike. So I really don't know why the R version was behave exactly what it was, but this one is perfect. So my conclusion, this bike is way better in terms of handling compared to Adventure R, but also keep in mind that the both bikes got a specific purpose. This is a road version, that's why it behaves so good on the road, and Adventure R is more off-road version, that's why it behaves so good on the road. So don't mix it up. Don't expect from this bike to be the same and from Adventure R to perform well on the street. There is no perfect bike. There is no one bike to work in any situations. It's always a compromise. So this one, once again, 21-inch front wheel, WP suspension, high windscreen, powerful light, 20 liters petrol tank, low center of gravity, powerful engine, perfect brakes and traction control, but of course everything coming with a perfect price, almost 15,000 euros. And finally, you may still have two questions. This bike is for whom? For everyone who wants to travel with more power and comfort. Also to be possible to make some kind of light off-road trips like gravel roads, sands, maybe something like that, or dirt tracks. Yes, it will be perfectly fine. More than enough power, more than enough comfort. Suspension is good. You can ride it on any roads, include highway with almost, I'm sure you can ride it with 200 kilometers per hour. And second question, am I going to buy this motorcycle? No, absolutely not. My Tenere is perfectly fine for me. To be honest, I cannot afford to spend 15,000 euros for motorcycle. I prefer to spend it traveling around the world. But I cannot say the bike is bad. No, it is good. Compared to the Adventure R, this will be more suitable for most of you. So finally, thank you very much for spending time in my channel. If you want to see the video review of the Adventure R, you can do it by clicking on that window. As usual, always ride safe and see you next time. Ciao.